Hello everyone and welcome back guys to finally back on FORZA. We're here again for some league racing here today. It's been a very long time. I think honestly nearly 2 months since I last did a league race on FORZA Motorsport 7. You know, F1 2019 sort of taking over everything like that at the moment. So it feels good to be back on some FORZA Motorsport. Today we have back in VGN obviously. Well, we finished on quite a high last season with 3 titles in a row. Really happy with that one. But we're back finally. I'm a little bit rusty, but excited nonetheless. This time around for the Clio Cup. Now this season I'll actually be racing with LCR, you know, a league and team that both I've raced with in the past. You know, really excited to be running with some of these guys. These are really good guys over there as well. Yeah, excited for what this season does hold. Currently on board then with my final qualifying lap of the second season. Currently a few thousandths of a second up as we head down in towards the second sector here at Miami Mini layout. Now, Homestead Miami as well. Now, this layout is a bit weird, I'll be honest. The final chicane is absolute death in this car. It's really difficult to try and get it right and get it quickly all at the same time here. Because we head through the final couple of corners, we're actually going to get quite a good little run through the first part. Get the front end rotated through on the exit and out of the final corner down towards the line. I think we are going to improve. It's a case of by how much at this stage of the session, and we do improve enough to claim pole position there. 1 minute 1.774. That was only about 2.5 tenths, 3 tenths off my PB, so we would be starting on pole ahead of Rye, Blumpson, Vision Thing, Hordes, and everyone else. A 23 car field, I think, for the second and third round of the night. Really good attendance. But here we are then on the grid, ready, and the lights are off, and it's the lights out, and away we go up to a fairly mediocre start. I guess it wasn't anything particularly special as we make the run down towards the corner. Take a lot of curve through the first corner. Basically just didn't want anyone to try and have a sniff up the inside there, as Rye's actually going to be a big squeeze over the inside at the curve there, trying to make sure that we heat the rear tyres up because it is very loose through the first couple of corners there. Both Rye and myself run deep as we head through turn 2 there, as coming through turn 3. A little bit of contact made as he just runs into the back of me there, but we do hold on to the lead of the first couple of corners there, and that was going to be absolutely critical in this race because this track is, as you'll probably learn from the second and third race of the night, it's difficult to navigate and try and get around cars. You know, it's certainly not the easiest place in the world. Obviously, for those of you that aren't aware of the format they use in VGN, race 1, a 20-minute race, everything pretty standard from qualifying. Race 2 is a reverse top 10 grid, and there's also a pit stop that has to be made in the window, and then race 3 is a full grid, all 3 races, 20 minutes, everything like that. But as we head at the final couple of corners though of lap 1, we would hold on to the lead. You can see about 75 feet now ahead of Rye, so we do need to try and build up a good margin over these first couple of laps, you know, to try and build up a bit of a gap ahead of the rest of the field there as we come through turn 1. And I'll be honest, I was enjoying this car then, not quite enjoying making that small mistake. We really do need to try and avoid those as soon as possible as we get a horrendous run through turn 2 and in towards turn 3 there. Rye's going to be all over the back of me once again now, but luckily for me, nothing much he could really do in the race. Luckily, you know, just consistency. We did actually build up a bit of a gap as well, you know, just trying to minimise the mistakes. And this car can be a little bit unpredictable in a few places, so yeah, we did just build out that bit of a gap throughout this race. And I'll be honest, that was a huge confidence boost as we head in towards race 2 and race 3. I see PT, actually my teammate for the series, having a few issues in the first race of the night. Just really struggled to get to grips with this car as we were able to lap him towards the end of this race, as well as all over the back of LMP and Maynard here as well as we head through the final couple of corners. But yeah, like I said, we would come through to win the first race of the night. My first race back on FORZA in a good couple of months, and yeah, really happy with that. But I was still feeling rusty, you know, everything else about this. You know, the pace seemed to be okay, but still just consistency and everything like that. Still struggling a little bit, you know, it'll take time to obviously get back used to this game as well, obviously, where I'm not playing it very much at the moment there. But yeah, we would take home the first race victory of the night ahead of Rye, Hordes, a Random Demon, Please Don't Eat Me, LCR Ben, Vision, Foxy Blumpson, and DOR Westmeister would round out the top 10 there. So happy with that first race of the night, but obviously starting a bit further down for race 2 then. So heading on into race 2, like I said, obviously it will be a reverse top 10 there. So Westmeister would be starting on pole ahead of Blumpson, Foxy, Vision Thing, Ben, Please Don't Eat Me, a Random Demon, Hordes, Rye, myself, Flex, Rally, Cosworth, Apex, Tigger, Stamina, Missing, and then down towards the rear of the field there. And this one we need to try and get a good start, you know, try and move up the order as quickly as possible. The lights are off and it's lights out and away we go. Ward's getting a very, very interesting start straight across the track. He goes trying to play defensive in towards turn one. We move to the outside as we make the run down in towards the first corner here. Trying to have a look potentially actually at the inside there as everyone starts to bunch up. It's very much a bit of a lottery as you head through the first couple of corners there. Flex actually able to have a look around the outside there. Rye's going to have a go up the inside there, and there's going to be contact between the three ahead of me there, and that's going to move us straight up into P7 there. Flex even, I should say, tries to have a look up the inside. We make a bit of a mistake wondering what move he's going to go for there. LCR Ben gets caught out by Vision Thing, unfortunately, just the FORZA contact. But I have not missed that. Not playing this game, some very, very buggy contact on this game there. As Flex and I go side by side, I think that was someone else trying to look up the inside through the next couple of corners there. And Flex and I just going to get stuck together. It is Hordes trying to look up the inside there, slices the corner, trying to get onto the inside of myself. Luckily, we do get a better run on the exit there and in towards the final couple of corners to finish off lap one. We've actually survived and moved all the way up to P5 here, so it's certainly not been a bad start for the second race of the night. Westmeister is still leading at the front of the field there, but please don't eat me just in front, so hopefully, yeah, we can try and close up to the top four here. It looks like a little bit of a gaggle going on at the moment as we skip on towards the end of lap 4. We have closed up to all of these guys. We have Foxy, who actually won the last championship as well. Having a few issues in previous seasons for her, but yeah, coming into this season looking quite strong as well once again. So certainly some of them, we want to try and beat. Nonetheless, obviously the aim is to win, but whether we'll be able to get that is a very different question as we head through turn one. Once again, it's actually going to be contact to Please Don't Eat Me and Wubson there, and that's going to move us up straight into P3 of this racer. And now we're all over the back of Foxy and a teammate Westmeister here as we come through the first couple of corners. Once again, trying to close up this gap just that little bit more. And yeah, hopefully we can just try and capitalise on this. These two are bunching up on each other, starting to trip over, and you can see Foxy going to actually start to get a bit of a breakaway there as Westmeister, being teammates and let it through. Should as well as we head through the final couple of corners of lap 6 here, and we're really trying to apply the pressure to Westmeister. Nonetheless, is Paul's going to be able to go for any sort of move. He doesn't quite have the top end run there, neither does Westmeister as we head through turn 1. They're a little bit curved as well, but Westmeister a little bit later on the brakes. Ford thinks about going up the inside there. It's going to get very, very close between all three of us there. A bit of contact made between all of us there. We have a look up the inside of Westmeister. Are we going to be able to actually make this move work? It's going to move to the outside as we head through the next part. Now Westmeister's going to hang the extra drive just to get the power down on the exit of the corner there, and somehow we've come out of that on the best run. We're going to have to squeeze Hordes in just behind as well as we come down at the next straightaway here. We're just going to try and bait a bit of a defensive move. That's going to force Westmeister to try and go a bit desperate in towards the next corner there, and that's now going to move us straight up nice and tidily into P2 of the racer. And now all we've got to close down is Foxy in the lead of this race, and consistency has been very, very key so far, and she's certainly very, very quick in the early stages as well as we head through the final couple of corners of lap 10 here, ready to make our one and hopefully only pit stop of this Grand Prix. As we head through the final corner though, we're just going to get a little sim twitch there and clip the wall and have to reverse into the pit lane. Huge amount of damage, and the car's not going either there, and well, yeah, unfortunately that had been a very, very noob mistake by myself, I'll be honest there. We're going to lose even more time in the pit lane because the car just wasn't accelerating there. We finally get going once again, but yeah, huge amount of damage on the car there had unfortunately cost me a lot of time. It really had cost me the potential to try and win this race. I estimated we lost about 12-15 seconds from that popped up there, and yeah, that was really, really frustrating. Just those little things I need to try and iron back ahead, but get back onto this game is certainly going to be a learning experience. Nonetheless, if we do get a bit of a better run maybe than LCR Apex, I think he's going to come out of the pit lane. There's contact maybe with someone else, not too sure what that's all about, but we do come out of the pit lane just ahead of Apex all the way down in P14, I think, of this race. LER Vision Thing tries to look around the outside, but I cannot make it work. Yeah, we're going to rejoin the track all the way down in P14. That was not really what we wanted, and now we need to try and get a bit of a fight back throughout the second half of this race. We'll be all over the back of Tigaboo as he exits the pit lane. Foxy dives it in, as you can see, and yeah, we're only not even halfway around the lap at the moment there. So yeah, that's really, really cost us a whole chunk of time there. Tigger's going to be all over the back of my other teammate, LCR Ben, as we head down in towards the final couple of corners of lap 11 here. Only 8 laps to go of this race, and we did really need a bit of a fight back at this stage of the day here. Through the final couple of corners and all over the back now of Tigger. Everyone's starting to concertina up a little bit as we head through the final chicane. There's going to be a little bit of contact, one of the weird laggy moments between myself and Tigger there. And, because I sort of caused that, kind of forgetting the physics model, I'm going to short shift up the fourth here and not really going to try and go for any sort of move there, just slotting back behind. Once again, they didn't really want to try and line up a move, but we also didn't want a random demon try and get past me as well. There's someone else coming out of the pit lane, and a random demon is going to go for it there. A little bit of contact made between himself and Tigger as we thread the needle between the pair of them up the inside in towards turn 2 there. Tigger's going to try and give me the squeeze out over the curves and over the grass there, and I think he's going to try and keep the nose in through the next corner. A bit of contact between the pair as he hangs me out to try over the grass there, and even more contact as we exit back, well, enter even, I should say, back onto the circuit there. That's going to give Please Don't Eat Me a bit of a run as well. Sorry, not a random demon even, I should say. A bit of a run there. 3 wide in towards the next corner. Is there going to be a bit of more contact? Who's going to come up top? We try and keep the nose up the inside there. A bit desperate is probably the best way to describe it. We still have most of the car up the inside. I think it was 3 into 1 was never really going to go there, but we do make it work there. Tigger Boom gets caught out wide though on the grass. It's almost contact made between the pair of there as we head through the final couple of corners. He's going to give me a little bit of a pump at the final corner. We're both going to hit the wall. Cosworth is going to be able to get up the inside of the pair of there. Vision Thing as well is going to try and make it like, I don't know if Tigger's watching this, but yeah, that was a little bit messy. I apologise, but he kind of forgot a few things of, the physics on this game is certainly a bit of an interesting one at times there. Tigger goes up the inside of Cozzy in towards turn 1 though. That's going to give Vision Thing the run around the outside maybe. We're just going to try and get back to the apex here. 3 wide again through the next couple of corners here. This is certainly, proper Clio Cup racing at this stage of the day. Certainly some dents will be left in the cars after this race. So we're trying to get a bit of a run on Tigger here. We're going to try and bait maybe to the inside of that Vision Thing as well. That's going to force Tigger to either bail out or go for a very, very late lunge. And Vision Thing luckily parks it on the apex there. Around the outside we go. A little bit of contact maybe between the pair of us there as we do get up the inside. Rubbing his race in, and once again as we head through the final couple of corners of lap 13 here. Up into P13 once again, and now all over the back of Cosworth as we come through the final chicane. They're taking a little bit of curb and a little bit of grass as well. I'll hold my hands up a bit that time round as well. And yeah, Cozzy would still be just in front of me here as we head onto lap 14. Just 5 laps to go of this race. You can see the gap to Foxy, although we have been caught in a few battles as well. She pulled that 2,000 feet over me through the pit stop window. That really did go to show how much time I've lost in this race. But up the inside of Cozzy maybe as we head through turn 2. Are we going to be able to make this move work? I don't quite think we are. No, not this time around. We're going to try and go for a bit of a cheeky switchback move on the exit of the corner. They're trying to get the power nice and early. Just clips the grass as we head out onto the back straightaway here. And it's going to be side by side down the next straight. Are we going to be able to make this move work? We are on the inside in towards the next corner, which is nearly a hairpin. Yeah, up the inside we go. Slam the door shut through the corner as we actually get caught out by the curbs that almost run into the tyre. Well, that's certainly a bit of an interesting position. But yeah, we do move ourselves up now into P12 of this race. It'll take a good couple of laps before we're all over the teammate LCR Ben once again as we head in towards the final couple of corners of lap 17 here. Take a lot of curb, but this time around keep it clean through the final corner. We're going to be side by side down towards the line. Who's going to come out top? We have got the inside and a slightly better run as well here. Not much power in these caves. You've really got to try and use absolutely everything you possibly can here. Ben bails out on the outside there through turn 1. We now move ourselves up into P11 of this race, and that's where we hold on to the end of the day there. Unfortunately, yeah, not quite the race result that we would have wanted, actually losing places from our grid stop there as we head through the final couple of corners of the final lap there. SVR Foxy, good win by her in at the end there, does take home the second race victory of the night. Shirley looking to try and defend her title from last season in the GT League there, but through the final corner it's P11 at the end of the second race. Not quite what we would have wanted, but still, not quite as badly as it could have been either or there as well. You can see Foxy did take home the race victory there ahead of Westmeister. Bwumpson in third, Flex, Please Don't Eat Me, Rye CX, and then further down the order you can see just everyone else as well there. And yeah, a little bit of a carnage race at the end of the day there, but still good solid points on the board and ready for the reverse grid, with a lot of the quick guys up the road. We should be in for a good stand, ready for the final race of the night. Hopefully we'll be able to, capitalise and try and bring up some points relative to a lot of our rivals in the final race of the night there. And as you can see, the grid: Nomad, Lesbian Goose, Hayden missing, Apex, Maynard, Tigger, Vision, Cozzy, Ben, myself, Rally, Random Demon, Stamina, Rye, Please Don't Eat Me, Flex, Bobson, and then Hawes, Westmeister, and Foxy at the rear of the field. But we're ready then for the third and final race of the night. The lights are on, the lights are now off, and it's lights out, and away we go. Off to a fairly average start once again. You know, front-wheel drive Clios can't really try and maximise too much without some launch control on these things as we head down in towards someone. They're going to try and go a little bit aggressive this time around there, just get squeezed down over the curbs by Cozzy on the inside, trying to avoid a bit of contact there as we head in towards turn 2 there. And Tigaboo is going to look up the inside of Apex. They're all going to get pinched up together there as we head through the next couple of corners. We're going to try and look around the outside of Apex here, dropping the rear tyres there, just still trying to get heat into them. And on the exit of the corner there, we are going to lose out a little bit of momentum. Potentially Cosworth's going to be able to try and go for a bit of a run. I don't think he's close up enough as we head down in towards the hairpin here. Everyone bunching up on the inside there. We're going to try and go for an F1 career mode style move around the outside there. It moves to the inside for the next part of the corner. Tigaboo running very, very slow once again there as we head through the final couple of corners. Vision thing, Tigger and myself all going 3 wide there. Luckily none of us get caught out this time around there as we try to look around the outside of Tigger in towards the final couple of corners. He's just going to turn in on me there. I wasn't really planning on going for that move, but I guess we made it work as they're 4 wide behind me out of the final corner there. We're up to P6 though off the start of this race, and Random Deep has moved himself up into P7 there, so a good start by him as well. Lesbian Goose just in front is going to break a little bit earlier there, and Tigger is just going to run into the back of me, run me out wide through turn 1 there. You know, the bump in the rubbing his racing has been top quality so far there. A little bit of I wouldn't quite call that a pump, you know, a little bit of a bump through turn 1. It's very, very difficult to actually work out where the front end of these cars are. It's very, very strange with this car as we head out of the first couple of corners there. Unfortunately drop down in a couple of places. We're going to bait Tigger to the inside, force him defensive there and just try and break a little bit later around the outside. He's going to try and hang me out to dry there through the next part of the corner and trying to keep the nose in. Really, you know, I wasn't having that one there. We do get up the inside through the next couple of corners there, and it's still side by side there, and he's just going to turn in on me in towards the final couple of corners there. We're going to get that horrible, horrible FORZA collision. And yeah, unfortunately for Tigger, he does get squeezed out there, unfortunately, in the end. You know, just turn in on the outside and you both go straight on. It's very, very frustrating there. We're going to come back out all the way down in P11 here. DOR stamina 40 minutes per hour is going to try and look up the inside in towards turn 1 here. Who's going to be able to get the better run? I think we are just about going to be able to slam the door shut. And yet we do hold on to P11 there. So we've made up no places off the start of this race. Please don't eat me just in front as we're going to go for a send in towards turn 2 then. Just go for a proper little divey dive on there. It's really quite, you know, easy actually when you think about it, trying to make a move up the inside there. Please don't eat me. Lag, so unfortunately runs me out wide through the next part of the corner there. Stamina's going to give me the run, or the room even I should say, as we head down this next straightaway there. Tries to slam the door shut in front of me there, even though the front end was still alongside it. Back later on the brakes as we head in towards the final few corners of the lap. A bit more contact, even more contact. I don't really want to put him in the wall. And it's all going to Constantina up in front of us as well. Their vision thing. Cozzy, please don't eat me. And I think that's someone else. Cozzy just gets caught out over the front end. Rye as well get caught up in that battle. 3 wide in towards the final couple of corners. Westmeister and Stamina. And we are just getting hung out at the moment here. This is not going well for myself. We've dropped now down to P14 of this race. And yeah, it's really not been the ideal start there. Apologies to Cozzy as well. Just all the commotion in the early stages of this race. Nothing we can really do at this moment. They have Wumpson and Stamina side by side in towards turn 1 there. And Wumpson not going to quite be able to get the run on the exit. We think about going for a move up the inside. I think better of it there. A bit of contact. Stamina runs a little bit wide there. Lights up the front tyres as he tries to get back down on the power there. We do swoop around the outside. Foxy and Westmeister side by side just up the road as well. Who's going to come out the top in this one? I think, yeah, they are still trying to work together here. Wumpson tries to have a look around the outside as we head down in towards the next couple of corners. Now we're thinking about going for any sort of move that Wumpson runs a bit deep into the corner there. It's going to be side by side as we head through there. We do sweep around the outside of Wumpson as we head in towards the final couple of corners there, trying to get all over the back of Westmeister as well. Through the final couple of corners we go to finish off lap 4, and now the recovery is really got to try and begin there. Lights up the rear wheels, getting really, really good run through that. I don't think that's actually validated either, so we are going to be able to get the run on Westmeister as we go side by side down the start-finish straight here. Who is going to come out the top of this one as well? You know, we're on the inside, we have got a slightly better run, a little bit of contact, maybe he tries to squeeze me out over the curbs, but those curbs are Simswitch City. Try to avoid those as best as possible there. Westmeister runs a little bit deep. We unfortunately hanging out to try a little bit there as well, but not really much we could do with the front wheel drive there, and he thinks about sending it back up the inside. A little bit of contact. I wasn't really expecting him to go for that one. You know, it's not really an overtaking place, but you can lunge it. You know, you basically just kind of screw yourself on the exit of the corner there. Foxy though would run deep onto the start of lap 6 here, and that would be a nice open door for myself. Now moving ourselves up into P9 as Westmeister tries to dive it up the inside, follow me through. Cannot make it work this time around. Luckily Foxy doesn't try to send it up the inside, so we do now move ourselves back up into P9 of this race and making good progress. Now finally in this race, it's taken 5 laps, but yeah, we're starting now to make ground of our starting position here, and hopefully, you know, we can continue to try and move our way up through the order here. Next up on the old hit list was Vision Thing. Take a lot of curb through that corner there. You really got to try and use the grass to your advantage in this thing, especially with it being front wheel drive. You're really got to try and scrub the front end through at any given opportunity there as we head through the final couple of corners. Take the curb, and Vision Thing doesn't quite get the run, then we're going to have a nice open door on the exit of the final chicane. Get the run. It's going to be neck and neck as we head down in towards turn 1 here. We haven't actually got as much better run as I thought originally, and well, Vision Thing's going to try and keep the nose. Maybe it's going to be side by side again. It doesn't give me the same sort of squeeze that Westmeister did a couple of laps back, and we do move up the inside, slot in front, and that was us now up into P8 of this race here. So still, like I said, making good progress, but still slow and steady progress at this stage. On to lap 8 now. You can see we're still up in P6 here now, so we have to start making a couple of places. I think people have been caught out around each other as well as we head down in towards turn 1 there, trying to close up the gap to Please Only Me just in front of us, and he's just going to clip the grass there. A very easy mistake to make, and that's going to be a nice open door for myself. A bit of contact actually as I understeer wide out into him there. Luckily, just about tries to keep the nose at the inside, but we get the run on the exit of the corner there, and a very, very lucky glitch shift on the exit of the corner there. That was going to give us a really, really good run down this next straightaway. Lap 9 now, you can see all over the back of Elgato missing as we now move ourselves up into the top 5 of this race, trying to get the run. Everyone's team seems to be working out how to navigate the final chicane now. Yeah, all over the back now of missing as we make a long run down towards turn 1 once again. He hasn't quite got the run that I'm sure we would have hoped for there. We set 1 minute 1.4 on that lap as well. Round the outside, maybe in towards turn 1. Sadly, can't make that one work. We get a nice run through the first couple of corners there. We're going to go up the inside, maybe missing things about defending, but we do launch it up the inside. They give him the room on the exit of the corner there, and then slam the door shut as we come through turn 3 and turn 4. And yeah, now moving ourselves up into P4 of this race. So it has really sort of opened up very, very quickly here. A random demon is now leading the way, and we have only got 9 laps to try and close up that gap as well. The LMP Maynard and Rye having a bit of a battle just in front, and sadly for these two, it would all come to head very, very quickly in this race as we get through the final couple of corners of lap 10 here, trying to close up this gap still at the moment. You know, Rye, he's got a bit of a reputation for some dive bombs. It's safe to say, you know, I've personally felt the wrath of a good old Rye dive bomb in the past as well. They were out of the final corner, and him and Maynard still having a very, very aggressive battle at the moment now. Unfortunately, he's starting to drop a little bit of the pace as we do need to try and get back into those 101s as well here. Through the first couple of corners of lap 11 though, and like I said, Rye, the wrath of the dive bomb is going to come in there. Maynard tries to make it work. He takes too much grass so they get caught out. And yeah, like I said, that will move myself up now into P2 of the race, able to capitalise on that one. Really, patience is absolutely key on FORZA non-stop, but in VGN it really is very, very critical nonetheless. And that would take us all the way on to lap 17 of this race as we slowly but surely close up that gap to a random demon there. We'll be able to have a look up the inside through the first couple of corners, but he'd just be able to swoop back around the outside here, and he was doing a fantastic defensive job at this stage. We've got 3 laps to try and make this move work. We're up the inside as we head out onto the back straightaway here, but we're not quite going to be able to get the run, maybe. I think we are just about actually going to get a bit of a better run as we head down in towards the next couple of corners. They're pretty even on the brakes. He tries to cut in across me there, but we try and keep the nose up the inside there, and through the next couple of corners around the outside we go. Maybe it's going to be very, very difficult to try and make that one work, is it? Just about gives me the room on the exit of the corner there, but yeah, nothing we can really do about that one as we head down in towards the final chicane once again. That's certainly an interesting line through that one, but just 2 laps to go of this race. We were really, really trying to apply the pressure here on a random demon. You know, really want to try and take home this third race victory, of third race win, even I should say, of them, like the race win in the third race. Even it's probably the best way to word that one. As we head down in towards turn 1, once again here, all over the back of Demon. Is an opportunity potentially going to open up for myself here. Less than 2 laps to go now. We really do need the points in this early stage now. We want to try and build ourselves up a little bit of a margin through turn 1 and turn 2. There are a little bit of contact in between the powers. Are we going to be able to get the run? Slams the door shut once again here, and potentially just maybe we might be able to get a run down the back straight away. Thinking about going up the inside, but think better of it once again here as we head down in towards the hairpin. Just no opportunity is really opening itself up at the moment for myself. I'm starting to get a little bit impatient. Like I said, I really did want this race victory. I wanted to do it fairly, I wanted to do it cleanly, and I wanted to do it properly as well as we head through the final couple of corners to finish off lap 18. A random Demon really has nailed down the run through that final chicane. We're going to almost clip the wall there, and that could have been race victory potential over there. Luckily, we just avoided there, but Random Demon certainly has got a better run as we head in towards the final lap then of this race. 60 foot back as we head in towards someone here. Not really close enough to really, well, never really close enough to go for anything unless you're side by side through someone. Close up a bit in the braking zone of turn 2 and just trying to think about where could an opportunity arise there. He goes a bit defensive in towards turn 3 there. We're going to be able to get a very, very good run on the exit of the corner there. We're going to squeeze him to the inside. Is he going to try and go defensive here? He's certainly going to try it and just force me to the inside. We go for the switchback move, Danny Ricciardo style. They're late on the brakes as we head in towards the final couple of corners here, and it's going to move to the inside for the hairpin, and we make the move work up the inside there. Wasn't really expected to try and make a move work there, but forced him defensive late on the brakes here and just hung it around the outside. It moved to the inside. Rye was going to be all over the back of us as well by the end of this race, but through the final chicane we don't get caught out, and we are going to come through for our 3rd race victory of the night. They're really, really happy with that one. Please, Random Demon, sorry, I should say, holds on for P2 in the end, but we do claim 2 race victories. Having a look though at the final race results then from the opening night of the series, and all of these are subject to change depending on whether penalties do come through there. You can see myself top of the standings with those 2 first place. They're 11 points clear of Rye after the opening week's worth of racing, 12 clear of FORZA. Consistency really was key there. 2 podiums and a 5th place. Fantastic job by him as well. There are Random Demon on 60 points. Just trying to look further down there. Please don't eat me on 50. Wumpson 43, and then Westmeister as well, sorry, on 48 there as well. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching this video. Get yourself subscribed if you're new around here and you do want to see more FORZA Motorsport 7 on the channel. But yeah, that'll do us for this one, and I will see you guys next time for another video.